Welcome. We're glad you're here and tuned into the Findlay Community Spotlight Series. Findlay Automotive Group is excited to spotlight the Discovery Children's Museum. We hope you're inspired by this short video, and we invite you to connect with them and many other community organizations at findlayspotlight.com.
My name is Judy Sobotka. I serve on the Board of Trustees for Discovery Children's Museum and have been involved with this institute for over 22 years. And it's got a rich and wonderful history here in our community. About 26 years ago, with some wonderful leaders in this community, and at a time when the thought of a children's museum in Las Vegas was just unheard of. We moved in March of 2013 to the standalone building located in the Donald W. Reynolds Discovery Center on the Smith Center block. And you know, the brick and mortar is incredible, the location is superb, but to many of us it's about that, but it's about so much more. It's about the magic that we can create in this building on any given day by inspiring a lifelong love of learning in children from really, really small ages. Our market begins literally with crawlers. They say that early childhood development is critically important, that the brain of a child by the time they're 5 years old will have developed 85 to 90%. So we need to get them in, and we need to get them in young. Give them that great first start. It's so important as we prepare our 21st century workforce that we are inspiring children with a love of STEAM, and that's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So we're standing right now in an art gallery known as Young at Art, and we have a wonderful artist in residence who creates specific programs for children.
Here at the museum, we're dedicated to really three sort of learning areas: science and nature, early childhood education, and arts and humanities. So on the first floor, we have our toddler town, which is dedicated to all of our little ones, basically 0 to 5. It's a safe place for them to play without being sort of run over or bulldozed by the big kids. We have Fantasy Festival, which is all about sort of narrative storytelling and role play. There's costumes, dress up. We also run a puppet show in there at least once a day. On the second floor here, we have our traveling exhibit, which actually rotates out about 3 times a year. Currently we have Design Zone, which is all dedicated to engineering and music collaboration. Eco City, which is what we're standing here right now, is a sustainable living community here in the museum, and it's dedicated to educating children about sort of not only sustainable living practices and what's the best way for them to sort of manage money and finances, but also the core concept of sort of working a job and earning a paycheck and sort of modeling that future behavior when they leave. On the third floor, we have Young at Art, which is all dedicated to sort of traditional art-related things, so size, shape, form, color, and texture. Solve It, which is our criminal forensic science gallery, which is all dedicated to actually solving a mystery. And then our final gallery, which is actually really cool, is called the Summit. So it runs throughout the entirety of the museum. Starts on the first floor, ends on the roof actually with an observatory deck. And it's about 14 floors, each dedicated to something different, science-wise. Our volunteer opportunities, we really range because we want to pull on the talent of the people here in our city. So we have some people who help with the back of house, talking about sort of marketing, maybe helping with event setup and breakdown. We also have the people who want to work directly with children, and this is a great place to do that. We get a lot of college students who are early childhood education majors or potential teachers in the future who come and volunteer and actually help on the floor, facilitating our programming and galleries.
Our marketed age group is 2 years to 12 years old, but we have a wonderful program to extend the experience in the museum, and it is for teens, primarily underserved, at-risk teens, and it is called YouthWorks. We've had a program in which we seek out underserved youth and teens in our high schools. We invite them into the museum. If they show up, if they're held accountable, they might earn themselves a paid internship. So not only are we giving them a place to come after school, maybe to stay out of trouble, we are working with them. We are building their self-esteem. We are working with them on their presentation skills, but we've got an eye on one thing and one thing only. We want them to consider higher education. So we talk to them about their homework. We determine where their interests lie. Maybe they develop a love of science or art or math or theater, etc. Again, our goal is to graduate these kids from high school. In 25 years, we have had no less than 3,000 children through this program. And what if I told you that we have graduated 100% of them?
Hi, my name is Adrian Garcia, and I work here at the Discovery Kids Museum, and I work here for the Las Vegas High School and for the PAL program. And I like to work here for the kids to make them smile and make sure they have a great time. Basically, the program at Las Vegas High School, it's called PAL, which stands for Partnership at Las Vegas, and it's for business etiquette.
I love the museum. It's a very good experience for kids, especially toddlers, so that way they could learn different things, and especially if they're not in school and on their way to school, I think this is a very good experience.
I get to work with an underserved population of teenagers who are really dedicated to sort of giving back and inspiring others, especially kids. So that's what I love. I have one student who's really interested in the medical field, and she's learned through sort of her time here that she wants to be in pediatrics. I have another kid who's really interested in sort of family dynamics, so he wants to be a therapist. So it's really fulfilling for me working with my teenagers to not only make sure that they're taking the appropriate steps forward in life, but they're inspired to give back to their community.
If you would like to get involved and support us in our mission to serve more children, then go on our website. We're at discoverykids.lv.org.